enough of the field. I think we might have found the winner amongst all of them.
We'll try. With Luke, massive each-way player.
And to ride in this race, is it like a cavalry charge?
Oh yeah, and sometimes you get really lucky and find a pocket of runners around you that are going well, and you get that dream run through. But more often than not, it is like a traffic jam.
Here's the Royal Runner, reached for the moon. Did it finally happen here? Let's find out with Richard.
2 left to go, Ed. Sonny Liston in the red cap goes forward light and dark. In the second Godolphin colours, the mount of David Probert going into stall number 9. And then the field will be set for the Royal Hunt Cup. 30 over the straight mile. All set. And they're off and racing. Bless him as normal, missed the start. Going to have a pretty even split with 15 each side, I think, as they make their way early on. Isla Kai is prominent over on the far side. Also racing fast over there is One East. Garley's in that far side group as well. A Dual Identity over there in company as well with Chasing Aphrodite in the red and white colours. Outbreak is prominent in that group as well. Koi Koi and Imperial Fighter are the two that are coming right up the middle of the track. Meanwhile, on the near side, Reach for the Moon is well prominent there with Point Linus, Perotto, Bear Force One up the centre with Tempest, then Orban. Just behind those is Atrium in company with Positive, as over on the far side, Isla Kai and Wanisa towing them along with Garley and Outbreak. Couple of links back to Dunham, pushed along Chasing Aphrodite in that far side group. Koi Koi towards the near side. Point Linus continues to lead there with Reach for the Moon. Tempest tracks them in company with Perotto, who's got a good spot. Intelligent just behind these. Then just towards the outside of that group is Atrium. Behind these is Revich, bless him, held up towards the back with Blue for You and Positive. So heading down past halfway in the Hunt Cup, Isla Kai Garley over on the far side in company with One East. Also there on the far side is Dual Identity. Coming into it as well is Jimi Hendrix. Then pushed along is Great Gadian. Near side group, Point Linus and Tempest are the first two there. Perotto with also coming there quite strongly. Awaal on the near side as they make their way through with Uzo also trying hard to close. Meanwhile over on the far side and breaking away from the others is Jimi Hendrix, who has the lead, and Sonny Liston in the same ownership is coming out in pursuit on the near side. Then Awaal, they're wide across the course. The Chelsea Thoroughbreds are having a field day, and at the line it's Jimi Hendrix who beats Sonny Liston. I never thought I'd be saying that. Awaal in third place, behind these Aerion Power. Just behind those in fifth, staying on quite stoutly towards the end was Bless Him. Uzo was close up across the line with Tempest. Atrium was next. Jimi Hendrix 22 to 1, called the tune from a long way out on the far side. The bigger cluster came the near side as Sonny Liston chased him home. A memorable 1-2 for the owners and for Rafe Beckett. Jimi Hendrix partnered by Rossa Ryan. Third, Awaal. Fourth is Aerion Power. Bless Him made late ground and has run home fifth. Uzo and Tempest are the next two. Behind those in the red and white was Positive. Then Atrium, Perotto, Revich and Dual Identity. So they were splitting into two groups. Fair play to Jimi Hendrix, who won his group over on the far side by an absolute mile. And he held on well enough to win the race.
That is quite remarkable, isn't it? For Chelsea Thoroughbreds to have the 1-2 in a race as competitive as the Royal Hunt Cup. Congratulations to Richard Morecambe, Emma Ramsden, all the Chelsea Thoroughbreds team who are here in force and having a great time. Christian Robson, we often have on here with the Oliver Brown tailcoats and so on. He sponsors them and a big part of Chelsea Thoroughbreds. A 1-2, Johnny, in one of the most competitive races of the week.
Yeah, and each side of the track, I thought as you're looking down, the right-hand side or the near side here were well ahead at halfway. They all got kind of upsides of the two marker, but you could pick who's riding it? Rossa Ryan?
Yeah, Rossa.
Pick Rossa coming there. He looked like he kicked clear, and I thought Ryan at this stage was coming with a winning run. But he poached a couple of lengths this near side, and Ryan, as hard as he tried, he could never get him back.
How much better is Sonny over, on the eventual winner? Sorry, how much better is he, Jimi Hendrix, than the rest of the field? Look at how he's drawn right away from them.
And how much better is Rafe Beckett's two horses than the rest of the field? You talk about Chelsea Thoroughbreds, they're both from the same yard. The Beckett team, first and second. White cap, the musician, Jimi Hendrix on the left, the boxer on the right in the red cap, and then pulling miles clear as well, Francesca.
It's deceptive, isn't it? Because when you're watching it, depending on the camera angle, we were thinking, gosh, I think the far side's miles ahead, and then as we drew level with the field, it looked like it weren't actually that far ahead. But the fact that a lot of horses this side have finished in a bunch behind Sonny Liston tells a story of its own. The fact that on the far side, the eventual winner, Jimi Hendrix, pulled miles clear of his group.
Yeah,
is even more impressive.
2 to 11 were drawn up on the stand side. Second to 11.
So do you upgrade the performance, the fact that he's on the far side?
Massively, yeah. He's committed. He's gone away, drawn away. Rossa was of one mind, wasn't he? He looked across, thought, yeah, I need to go now, poach that advantage, and winning move.
How does it work in a handicap like that, where in theory they're all meant to kind of finish in a line? You get something winning so impressively like that.
Well, we gave the handicapper a pat on the back earlier on, didn't we? And said he did a great job. Maybe not so great there.
Rafe's always said when this horse is good, he's very good. He's taken an absolute age to pull up. He's a character. On his day, we saw it at Newbury as well. He's very good indeed.
Yeah, and it goes so fast in this race, Ed. You know, there's 30 runners and everybody is, you know, a lot of races this week have been slowly run, but this one was a truly run race, and from 4 down, you know, they were spread out like Brown's cows there in the end.
Been gelded fairly recently. Don't often get the blinkers to just get repeat works, if you like, and he put up a huge performance. Blinkers first time at Newbury. Disappointed last time. Straight back to the winner's enclosure from a career high mark, so he wasn't even well handicapped.
Well, here he is, Rossa RyanWinning. If it's a big handicap at Royal Ascot, he can get the job done. Highland Chief in the Golden Gates, and now a Royal Hunt Cup in a famous Rafe Beckett 1-2. First of all, Rossa, before we get on to you, what a performance from your trainer.
Oh, he's a genius. You know, we fancied him in the Lincoln and it didn't go right, and he was impressive in the Spring Cup, and probably just a run back quick with blinkers on, and Newmarket didn't suit, but he's freshened him up lovely, and you know, a credit to him and everyone in Kimpton. You know, I get the easy job of riding him, but the lads behind the scenes, they do all the work, and no, this one's for them, to be fair.
I remember Marco Gianni on Real World in this race a few years ago, right up the far rail. What's it like in a Hunt Cup when you're effectively almost racing solo with no one around you?
Yeah, look, we didn't have much pace our side on paper, and but majority of the fancied runners were our side. So if we're tracking onto them, I actually wanted to be handy, to be honest, Matt, and he's missed a break on me, and he's never carried me into it till about 3 out, and kind of when I was rolling like that, I had to keep rolling. And the one thing about this lad is he needs all his space, so that's why I was kind of adamant to pull out and come around everyone and not kind of be a hero on him, to be honest. But he's blessed with ability, this horse, and it's only now we're figuring them out.
Well, he may be blessed with ability, I think it's fair to say. So is Rossa RyanWinning. Thoroughbreds are celebrating quite significantly here. Emma Spencer, who is heavily involved with Richard Morecambe. There's so many people here, Emma. I mean, how many of the Chelsea Thoroughbred owners are here today?
Do you know, we only really have 10 people in any horse. So there's probably 8 or 9 in each. And it's so nice. It's all a bit of a team. So to be honest, the people that were second are just as happy as the people that are won. And it's very like that. Everyone knows each other very well. They're great friends. And I was just looking, going, oh, hang on a minute. We've got this covered on both sides. So really, really great.
To have a 1-2 in any race is something else. To have it in the Hunt Cup, that's extraordinary.
Yeah, amazing the way it's worked out, because he obviously, when he won at Newbury, he slightly got handicapped out of it, we thought, having gone up £9, but he likes it here. He was third in the Britannia, and Sonny Liston, it's really good to see him back to sort of his best, because he's been disappointing and frustrating. So
he has been a little bit, but obviously today's the day. I'm going to let you walk in with everybody else,
thank you.
And I might just try and find Rafe Beckett in the middle of it all, because
he's the genius behind it.
I was about to say, he is the one responsible for it. Lots of cheering, lots of hollering, and Rossa RyanWinning giving a debrief to all concerned. I'm just going to come round and see if I can. I don't want to disturb the debrief, but at least it's be a very happy one.